Why am I learning English? English has always scared me. Whenever someone speaks English to me, I feel very nervous. Have you ever felt like this? Or ever wondered if you could learn English entirely on your own, without a teacher, partner, or friend to practice with? Read my story of life in North Korea in learning English. Welcome to my channel. Today I want to share my journey of learning English and give you some practical tips to help you improve your English skills. When I first came to South Korea after leaving North Korea, English felt strange and very hard. In North Korea, I only learned a few simple English words. I thought that knowing a few common phrases was enough. But when I started working, I realized that English was very important. I decided to improve my English and joined an organization called Freedom Speakers International, FSI, which helps people learn English. I learned about FSI in June 2024, and I was very thankful for their help. With FSI, I prepared an original speech in English. I practiced my pronunciation with many volunteers and rehearsed my speech many times. Last August, I took part in FSI's 20th English speech contest in Seoul. I had many chances to give more speeches and answer questions from foreign travelers and high school students at an international school. I won an award. Winning an award was amazing. But I was even more surprised that I could speak English. It was very powerful to share my story, how I risked my life to survive in North Korea and China, and how I learned to live in South Korea, with people from all over the world. These experiences changed how I think. Now, I have a strong purpose. To share my story, help others who face hard times, and work for a better future. If you are here reading my story, English can change your life. It can change how you think completely. It can open doors that you never imagined existed. English will open up more opportunities for you, even in countries where English is not an official language. It is often used as a lingua franca. Being able to speak English allows you to communicate effectively in numerous countries, and this opens up lots of possibilities for you in terms of the countries you could choose to seek work in one day, not to mention travel to as a tourist. You won't have to worry about getting lost when you travel to an English-speaking country, as you'll easily be able to ask for directions, and taking guided tours. Ordering food and chatting with the locals will no longer be a source of stress. English will make you more desirable to employers. English gives you access to some of the world's best universities. English gives you wider access to knowledge. English allows you to attend international conferences and events. There are many reasons why you are learning English. Let me tell you, you don't need 1,000,000 words to speak English. You only need to know 700 words. Do you feel like learning English is too hard because there are so many words? Good news. You don't need to know every word to speak fluently. Do you also feel that I can learn English alone? I used to have no partner to practice with, no teacher, and no friends who spoke English. There were times when I felt completely alone in my journey. But I made a decision. I would become my own partner, teacher, and coach. I discovered effective ways to learn English on my own, and I want to share them with you. Every morning, I stand in front of the mirror and talk to myself. I record my voice reading sentences or paragraphs. It felt funny, but it helped me practice speaking without feeling shy. Listening to these recordings helps me find mistakes and improve. One night, I was feeling lonely. Learning alone was hard. I wanted to quit. But then, I looked out of my window and saw the moon. It was bright and beautiful. I thought to myself, the moon is always alone, but it lights up the whole sky. From that day, the moon became my friend. It reminds me to keep going even when I'm by myself. Every night, I stood by the window and told the moon what I learned that day. Today, I learned the word courage. It means to be brave. The moon never answered, but it always listened. Then I continued learning new tips. I started copying people. I watched videos in English. I paused the video and repeated what I heard. I tried to sound like the speakers. This is called shadowing. One day, I found a video of a woman teaching English online. She said, "Don't be afraid to make mistakes." I laughed and thought, easy for you to say, but her words stayed with me. I learned not to be afraid of making mistakes, even when it feels funny or awkward. At first, I tried many methods that didn't work, like studying only grammar without a plan. But it was boring. I learned grammar better by listening and reading. No schedule. At first, I studied without a plan. Some days, I studied for hours. Some days, not at all. This did not help me. I wasted a lot of time. Eventually, I created a simple schedule. 15 minutes of speaking, 20 minutes of reading, and 10 minutes of writing every day. Learn words that you will use. At first, I tried to learn too many words. I wrote 50 new words every day, but I forgot them quickly. This did not work for me. Then I tried a new way. Instead of memorizing random words, I learned phrases. I focused on learning just 5 new words in context each day, practicing them in sentences, writing them down, and saying them out loud. For example, instead of just learning the word rain, I learned it's raining outside, and don't forget your umbrella. This made the words easier to remember. The 5-word rule. Each day, I chose only 5 new words to learn. But I practiced using them in sentences, writing them in a notebook, and saying them out loud throughout the day. I made English part of my life by changing my phone's language to English, and watching movies with and then without subtitles. At first, I watched movies with subtitles in my native language. Then, I switched to English subtitles. Later, I turned the subtitles off completely. This helped me focus on understanding the language naturally. Think in English. I even started to think in English during everyday tasks. Like making tea. For example, when I made tea, I thought, boil the water, add the tea bag, and wait 3 minutes. It was a simple way to practice daily. There is a creative way to practice English that I tried. Write letters. I wrote letters to imaginary friends. Sometimes, I wrote to my future self. Using music and stories, I listened to English songs and tried to guess the meaning of the lyrics. I also read simple stories for kids, which were fun and easy to understand. One day, I wanted to test my English. I joined an online chat group. I typed, "Hello, my name is MIA. How are you?" Someone replied, "Hi MIA, nice to meet you." I was so happy. I could communicate in English. Later, I joined voice chats. My English wasn't perfect, but people understood me. If you had told me 2 years ago that I'd be writing this in English, I would have laughed. Back then, I didn't know a single word of English. Not hello, not yes, not no. Today, I can speak, write, and even dream in English. To start speaking, you only need about 700 common words. Most everyday conversations use a small set of words like want, need, go, come, today, tomorrow, eat, drink, good, and bad. For example, I want coffee, or tomorrow is a busy day. Don't worry about perfect grammar. What matters is that people understand you. The key is to practice and use these words in context. When you learn phrases like, "It's raining outside, don't forget your umbrella," you remember better and build confidence. Practice is the mother of learning. Repeat what you learn every day. Look in the mirror and say affirmations like, "Today I feel happy," or "I want to eat," "I need to go." After watching a short video or reading a story, try to retell it in your own words. This helps you express your ideas and improve your speaking skills. Make English part of your daily life. Change your phone's language, watch English movies, and think in English as much as possible. And most importantly, have fun with it. Write short letters to imaginary friends or sing along to English songs. Here's my final advice. If you want to learn English alone, here is my advice. 1. Speak every day. Talk to yourself, record your voice, or copy videos. 2. Learn small. Don't try to learn too many words. Start with a few words and use them often. 3. Make English part of your life. Change your phone language, watch movies, and think in English. 4. Be patient. Progress feels slow at first, but every little step matters. You can do it too. Believe in yourself. Fluency doesn't come from knowing every word. It comes from practicing, repeating, and using what you know. Start small, be creative, and remember that the secret to learning English alone is to never give up. Every little step counts, and soon enough, you'll see amazing progress. Thank you for watching. I hope this video has helped and educated you on your journey to fluency. I hope you found value in this lesson. I guarantee you that you will get results when applying all these we have discussed. Please like, subscribe and share your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear how you're learning English on your own. Remember, you have the power to succeed. Good luck, and keep practicing every day. See you next time.